Power Bottom's dream. This little gash above my coccyx feels something. Sunchoke. I can be well if it wants me, without dreams, waddling like a duck. I will remember this drool as the same color of the whitish rocks who feel nothing. And this hole on the small of my back, I put everything in this hole. A hole wide enough for all commodities and comedies, a hole small enough to sharpen a pencil, a hole from the start, artificial, a hole strained enough by the propensity for waiting. It's not socially awkward, it's just an asshole. It cannot not write about capitalism, constant simmering with regular boilovers. Put some tape over this hole so chemicals don't leak out. A lot of people chew nails. I pull out ass hairs. Women have larger intestines than men. Worms swim there, grayish purple and reddish brown, and trada. Yanking ass hairs is a particularly pleasurable activity, as is whispering the word particularly. I particularly like it when it touches me here. When I pull out ass hairs, sometimes a handful at a time, I think the roots are lovely flint. So I've fantasized about it for decades, when it was but a mere gleam of spermicidal reserve, eating my fucking snot. If I had a penny for every thought, it would be eliminated from the coinage system. It lives out its days, amorphous, squeezed to the deep, bent over the sink, coiling sad passions and slow learners. Anyway, I fuck it into oblivion, but it's still there. Pump and fashion into a palimpsest. Catch death in the endless sex. I slit this knot so as to shorten the problem of seducing birds and snakes. What is much less alive is an oeuvre. If the novel has a plot, it's located in the cemetery. I come at work and call it Spunk Bildungsroman. The wake of catastrophe unfetters catastrophe. Gutted oranges, ecstatic, and all this glitters, shit's shit. These are my risks, and here is the list. I long to sing to it. I dream of its hands. Such a rotten materialist I am, dreaming of hands schlepped off screen. Its history, these hands are the most trusted part. Meanwhile, this kiddo takes it to the birthplace of fucking, where the moon is associated not solely with currents, reminds the glorious heads of Vilnius. Such sissy men have been scared since the beginning of time, but then the 20th century, it grows ghastly. The feeling of intoxication, this ill-fitting silhouette hammered my soul. Such a rotten materialist I am, writing of souls. Drink this, honey. Drink this, honey. I'm just a lady with some time. These are my cysts filled with fever over the worthlessness of the word. Clots the size and textures of livers. Clots the size and texture of livers. Anxiety, snakes, digestive organs. Reborn a cantaloupe. What's wrong? What is wrong? Why am I so upset? Don't I like it? It's only a matter of time before I regret after purchase. In addition, I have no heart. Instead, a beautiful range of free-run, ungainly gag reflexes. Despite my best efforts, I will settle for the feeling of not wanting a missed opportunity for society. A gal gets spiritual after a while, loves these fucking fictions just as much as fruit, muse scripts the shoulder dialogue. Once literature stops, there is the dumb cop reader's nuts. I nip its neck like a chihuahua on an ankle. slither a message down its back, slowly circle jerk this question. There is no need to conjure a skid mark on eternity. Contents of a life are nowhere near as meteoric. As the shape it fits, this brain frames everything. Sack of water full of blue sky memoirs, a little bit of bone. It is a place to come. Instead, this tongue gathers in the expectation of a meal, small talk, mastication, never finally deciding on where or what to eat. Stop pretending it's not there. The moon's cuticle, at least bad metaphors cannot not be ignored. I'm tired of loving it. Is it actually cheaper than cocaine? Desperation is a valuable commodity. It waters and feeds me, and I keep seeding it. I keep binging it. It is seriously contagious. Write me about it. Fecundity lies when blood rolls dry. I am so alone without a proper executioner, piquant subject, spread eagle, scourged on a plus sign. I get a seat at the table. This is where the shit is at. What is bad for a parasite is also bad for a host. I feel free to be wide with my references. Everybody's hoping I will kill it. Malefic fantasies serenade yet another letter for me to love. This signal arrow eats over and over and over, irreversible februa, performs relationships as though I am the same as it. Some great new idea is the opium of the people. Is the origin of immediate arousal, of delicious nourishment? An ass, if full of hairs, can't sit long enough to hear it out. Tentacle exploits a perverse souvenir. Biologism. It's not interested in watching, unable to join in. Too busy thinking, wrangled mess. Turn this butt hurt upside down. Throw this shit out with the toilet water. I don't like its becoming. Off-road addictions. Such a vocation, converting all it touches. So I plant a grenade in my chest. Red speckle, unreadily lodged between humiliation and excitement. Ticklish stir. Tits out is the only way to stay bouffant. To its descendants, I give this last course. I give to its descendants all these confections. I love it barbarically. I will love it in the future, but not today. Waste dispersal in the delirium of mopping up ocean resorts, to turning on the environment, cry wolf for the environment, lovability flames, littoral. If Priamus cheats on Thespe, who dies first? Successions of agony and rapture, it's not their time for friendship. Uninhibited animals transubstantiate alcoholism, a battle cry, pedestal into 6 feet under, like throwing a Molotov cocktail at its body dressed in gold. This is an invitation offered at gunpoint. When indulging vomit is the new Cinderella, when are you okay is not a question, when are you okay is an apology for questioning. This is the fate of most carbons, administrative acrobats. When this opening is ours, no scholar pill, no spilled class, no wasted sliders. And this pussy gets wet as a form of self-defense. Sperm is a mutated beast of a bacteria, only goes where it's told, pants off, believes inflicting a pregnancy is the way inside. It wants to feed me to the hole in my back. Cheers to unknown seizures, fragility aims and charms. 6 pussies are safer next time I spray the bed. Now that this damage is done, it wears its leisure, slips into something more purplish. If I ask nicely, it will fuck up my whole life, make breakfast look like Tiffany's. Oodles of euphemisms for the concomitants of letting go. All I have to do is touch it. In addition, homeowners wait in warm milk, special delivery. It's a nasty method. Restoration of behavior, abandon all complaints. I understand it makes sense of it for them, bears with it a logic. Even less am I moved by vulgar curiosity, whether a sign is truer flesh than horoscopes. Anyone can draw animals in the sky. Anyone can draw animals in this sky. Middle management rediscovers it, preoccupied with fruit flies the same as Monday morning. A kneeler profanes a standing desk. So to be nothing now, call me crazy. Living feckless is a tough gig, the same as capitalizing its view. In the arts, what is crazy? Esteem-boosting, jerk-offering whack attacks, just like cesium. It is only mildly toxic. Cosmetic bottles, pets, chew toys, construction pipes, plastic packaging, food wrap, babies' toys, and teething rings, computer parts, professional noses with PU foot stank, cruelty-forward veganism, juicy pineapple gum. Juicy pineapple gum. As a result, cunts face the left, peddlers of the future, diabolical bitches of right now, Medusa raped, still fusses with snakes, whip up the right, wash down the shiny stone it gifted with lemon honey, enliven its bleached bullet hole, and then proceed empirically. Dear working class Subway sandwich, sire more noise as it peaks. Understand how to capitulate foul play for plans, clean up after patriarchy's poo-poo platter, never lose the consumptive belief baptism will save it. Remember, revolutionary tokens cost far more than its Limp Bizkit. So I came in my door, ashen. It couldn't help it. The way my shape lay there, asleep with the twins Castor and Pollux, breathing on unconcerned, too much curb, too much prattle talks it over, cavalry gets me off for the duration of this porno. So it must possess me just a little longer. Quilted comforts, show it a smile, breed a mirror in a deadpan manner, and never rub another man's rhubarb. It is hierarchical. These structures are not trees. When time cannot heal all wounds, does fucking? Avoid this communication. My resting splint, thigh high, fermented pomegranate seeds dispersed beyond thoughtful neglect. Dangerous if I eat them and mean it. El dente. Eventually I give in. Participate in this blowjob one more time, because in the garden enemies are everywhere. Pumped up freedom, meaning money. There is no more fruit left to bear, but a conga line while making love to a sonnet of spies, wean off wild rides. Sounds sexier in reality than making fuck for hobby, while milk miraculously jets from a great hump. Go cry to its MoMA. It is about circularity, the impossibility of things. Under house arrest, I latch, bloody-minded, orgiast bursts from its carapace. This is heaven, and all I have is this sheath. But there it is, this unit of sweat. This is the last time before I like it. I might die before I like it. It is injurious to disrobe, to become closer. This urge to take down its heartbeat, its robot labor. I would have done anything for it horizontally. Primed for all it hates, I suck off its remain and dignity, censured crotch like a peck as quickly as it came in my door. Incidentally, I take it down to the floor to sever these feelings and walk away, to severe these feelings and walk away. This body, both participant and host, reasonable rate, as in contractual, as in contagion implies a kind of contact, as in intoxication makes it all go away, as in the labor of familiarity, it knows too much about our lovemaking and hate fucking, and so I take my time.